Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Jenofeve Designs. Today we're going to make another page setup in the album that we're currently working on. This is May's album of the month and it is called My Sweet. We are using Prima's My Sweet paper collection for this particular album. And we are also using the Swatchbook version 2. This is a new template in my Etsy shop. I'll have it linked down below. I have a full playlist beginning to end on this album. If you want to start at the beginning, I will link it up here in the cards and down below. It is a step-by-step in order playlist. So if you hit that playlist, it'll take you to the, you can actually see what you've watched. It's like you can go through it. It'll have like a red line if you've watched that video. So you can skip the ones you've watched and go down to the next. There are also links down below for the products that I'm using, and there's a special Amazon link or list down below for this exact project. So everything I use in this project, the best that I can, I will link in that Amazon list. And if I can't get it on Amazon, then I will put it down below separate. There will also be timestamps down below too if you want to jump around in the video. I don't know how long the videos are before I start, so I always want to tell you that there's timestamps just in case the video is really long and you just want to skip to different sections. So I try to do several different things in each video. So the only thing we're going to be adding on to, we're doing the same but different. So there's 6 fins in this album. So we're doing number 1 fin and number 4 fin the same but different. Like it's the same but different papers. The same page setup, just different papers. And we're doing the 2 fin and the 5 fin the same but different. And we're doing the 3 fin and the 6 fin same but different. So what I'm going to do though is I think I'm going to go back to the first fin and we're going to add some things onto the back side of the fin. So everything that we added to begin with was on the front side of this fin. So we're going to add a few more things to the back side. And let me show you what that is. So in the Swatchbook version 2, we had already printed these out. So we actually used the other side of this on this fin. The other side of this page, which is right here. So this would have been what the page looked like before I split it in half. But I didn't know that I was going to use it here, but we are. So I went ahead and pulled. I went ahead and scored and inked the back sides of each one of these and put tape on the side that does not have the photo corner photo mats. Oh wow, what was that? Today is Saturday and my husband's home. And my son's home, so there's no telling what you're going to hear. I think he's out in the garage. But anyway, so we're going to use these today. So 1 per fin. And then the only other thing I printed off was page 11. I printed onto the patterned paper. So let's see. How did I do this? Something like this. So I cut my 12 by 12 piece of patterned cardstock down to 8.5 inches this way. And again, I went ahead and left that top strip on there just in case. I mean, you never know sometimes. And then I cut it down to 11. And then I ran it through my printer and printed page 11 from the templates. So I went ahead and cut them apart, scored the 2 score marks, and inked up both sides and put tape on. So if you're looking at it this way, the one with the pink polka dot, or put one on one of them with the pink polka dot facing up, you put the tape on this tab here. And then on the other one, the pink polka dot facing up, you put the tape on the back side. So we're going to use 1/2 of this on one fin and the other half on another. And I'll show you that in just a minute. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is, I think I'm just going to go ahead and attach these, 1 per each fin. I'm going to remove this tape backing. Actually, I am going to use the glue stick trick. So this was printed onto 28-pound paper. I'll have it linked to my Amazon. I love this paper. It's thick enough, but it's not too thick. It's my favorite. This, and I like they have a 32-pound paper, and then this is the same brand that has the 80-pound cardstock that I use. So I just love the feel of it. All right, so on the back side of this fin, we're going to put this tab on here, and we're going to make sure that score mark is right above where that fin ends there. And we're going to line that up all the way down so it looks like that, right? So I'm going to do that to this other one too. So here's the fourth fin, fin number 4. We're going to add the other piece to that. And so then these are going to be attached. So the pink polka dot with no tape on that side, the tape is on the butterfly side. We're going to put this one on the first fin here. So let's just go ahead and attach it, and then we can come back and do all the fun embellishments on these 2 pages. This is fin 1. So we're going to start, everything's standing up now. So we're doing the same but different, right? So we're going to start with the embellishments for this setup, but I'm also going to make the ones for the fin number 4 at the same time. So I think I've got everything prepped and ready, I think, for that. Okay, so this is the tags left over from what we printed off before, so 1 for each fin. This is the second sheet of postcards that I printed off. This is page 16 from the add-on scrap journal. These are the 2 big postcards. I've got those cut out, inked up. I didn't even cut them out straight. I cut them out all wonky. You see the wonky? So these are going to be used as inserts. So we've got 1 for each. And then I've got, let me move these out of the way. Let me move everything out of the way. I've got those set aside, so we don't need them right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a tuck going up, and a tuck going down on these 2 opposites. So what I've pulled out is, let me just give you, oh, and I also need some of this. So I think I'm just going to measure really quick, and I might just use 1 page, and I'm going to cut it, yeah, a little bit shy of what I actually needed. Or I'm sorry, cut a little bit shy of the page. That's what I meant to say. Good grief, I'm having a hard time talking. So I'm going to cut this in half, I think. This is just paper from where I foiled the coffee stained paper. So well, let me just show you really quick the idea. So here's one of them, and then this one will be the other one that'll be on the back page, right? So this piece here is from the embellishment pack, and then this piece here was cut from the 1 sheet that I've been doing all that cutting bits and pieces out of. So that was here. That little, what's it say, memories documented. That was just on this 1 page that I keep cutting bits out of. So, and then these butterflies, these are the really big butterflies from the Artie Maze. So then on this side, what I wanted to do was, this is a label from the scrap journal, and I kind of wanted to do, it's going to be a tuck this way, so I kind of wanted to add a butterfly. So this is like a medium-sized butterfly, and then these little pieces here are from the embellishment pack, the ephemera embellishment, and they say "My Darling" and "Sweet Love," and I thought I would do that. So this is what the other one will look like. These labels are printed onto cardstock. So it would be kind of something like that. So it would be a tuck this way. So that would be a tuck this way, and this will be a tuck this way. Okay, so that's what we're going for. So I think I'm going to work on this side first. First, I want to kind of rip the bottom here. So in my prototype, I used, look at all this fussy cutting I've been doing. In my prototype, I used staples. So I may use staples again. And then let me rip the bottom of this to attach these pieces together. But I'm going to ink first. So this is the Distress Oxide Walnut Stain. I think I already inked the butterflies when I cut them out. And that seems crooked. So let me straighten that up a little bit. Is this one crooked then too? Yeah, let me straighten it up. Okay, so my thought was to kind of have it like this. And I'm using like a vintage stapler here. These are just tiny staples. But you could also use Tim Holtz tiny stapler. Just like that. And I'm going to do this one the same way. So cute. And then I'm going to glue the butterfly on here like that. So I'm going to grab, I've got both my Fabri-Tac and my art glitter glue out. I think I'll just use the art glitter glue for this because you're not going to see underneath it. And I kind of want to overlap both pieces. Right, so it's like on top of this and this. Yeah. And the same for this one. How I got glue down there. Did I do this one too? No. Right? So we got those ready, and then these, super simple. We're just going to attach the butterfly to the label like this. One of these labels is the greenish, like olive green color, and I'll try to get my camera to focus there, to focus. So there's one of the colors, and then the other one is like the red pinkish color. There you go, looks like that. So I'm going to do the same thing. Boy, these butterflies sure were a lovely purchase. We've used the heck out of them. And then let's put this on here right across the middle so it kind of matches all the butterflies in this collection, right? This is just too stinking cute. Okay. So, let's see, this one and this one are going to go together like this. So let me show you how I'm going to glue them down. Actually, I think I did. Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to ink those edges just barely. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac for this. And the reason is because there's kind of some dimension there. And my Fabri-Tac is clogged up. some, oh, I got it. Let's try this again. There we go. And I am going to put some along this top part here. And along this part here. And I'm not going to go all the way to the top. So on this one, I'm going to put some glue just down here at the bottom. And that's going to go right here. So when everything's dry, the idea is, I know this one's going to go here, but obviously I can't shove that down yet because it is still wet. And then a postcard is going to go, for now, at least a postcard is going to go in like that. And there's going to be another or more tags, I should say. But for now, that's what I got prepped. So I'm going to let this dry and I'm going to go to the other page. Alright, the next thing is we're going to do this the same as this. Since I've already got a few things prepped and ready for that. So this is that butterfly trim. And we're going to use these. In my prototype I did it a little different. This style I did it a little bit different, but we're going to use these this time. And then both of these things here are from the ephemera pack. One of the ephemera packs, I'm not sure which. Boop. Right, it says memories documented and Lucky Dreamer. So we're going to make this like a belly band, and it's going to kind of look like this. Again, another embellishment cluster. So these are from the labels that we printed off. Let me find one that I haven't cut out. Well, what did I do with them? Here we go. So these labels are available separately if they're called photo corner labels, if you want to purchase them separately, but they're also part of the page setups. So if you could just print off a page and cut this out and use the other part somewhere else. So basically what I did was I took the black border off. So I just cut the black border off because I had printed them off like this so that way I had options. I just trimmed it out. So we're going to use these as like little belly bands, and then inside the belly band we're going to have this. Okay, so we'll come back to this in a minute, but yeah, I think that's what I want to do. So I'm going to ink these little pieces up really quick, and we'll make our little clusters again before we attach them down to the, I guess we could attach it down. I haven't decided. I think I want to go not right in the middle, but I think I'm going to come down a little further, because in my prototype I was up a little higher, and that's good too. I like that too, but I think I'm going to like this better. So I am going to use fabric tack. Let's just go for it. And I'm just going to do these two ends here. Again, not in the middle, not in the middle of the page, but let's come down just a little bit. Like that, I think. Am I straight? This is a good paper to choose because it has lines on it. Yeah. And then now I just need to decide if my butterfly needs to be wonky. Does it need to be wonky? Or does it need to be straight? Ah, it's going to be wonky. We're doing wonky. Oh. And then we'll put this on there. Just putting glue on the bottom. Yeah, that is so cute. That is, I love that. That's adorable. Okay, now let's go. See, it keeps getting hung up. But again, once we put that page on, we will not have that problem. So this is the same. We're going to be putting this. Let's put it down here some. So let's let all that dry and let's work on. This is the glassine bag that's going to go in here. I guess I need to make sure that didn't get glued too close to the inside. So it's going to look like this. That's going to be the end result. Isn't that cute? I love it. Okay. All right, I'm going to scoot that out. Look at, maybe I should test the other one too while we're at it. Yeah. Adorable. I love that so much. Okay, okay. Let's let everything dry and then we'll come back and add all the tags. But let's do this. I've already got it. I've already got this cut out. There was these two, they're part of the scrap journal and they are page, what page are these? They are page. They're in the this and that's PDF of the scrap journal and they are on page 17. So I printed 2 of page 17 out on 2 28-pound paper. We did that in the prep video. And I've inked the inside, although I need to ink the rest of it as well. So this is a faux glassine bag with like a gussets, like 2 gussets on the side. One on each side, I mean, not 2 gussets on one side. Alright, no big deal. So we can't put it together yet because we're going to do a magnet. And we're going to do a wax seal. And I need to get a circle label. You could just use a circle punch if you want to, but I am going to use a circle label. Let me grab it out of my ephemera keeper. This is the January's album of the month. I will link it up here in the cards and down below if you want to see how we made this. And I'm going to get some tweezers because they're, whoops, where's my tweezers? Uh-oh. I have a lot, there. I can't get in there without ripping. I don't want that color. Do I have any of the smaller, other colors? Well, I guess I'm just going to have to use one of these colors. Let's see if I have anything else. Oh, I could just use one that's already, I have one that's already a sticker. I need it as a sticker. So, I'm going to use this one here. These were printed onto sticker paper. Alright, so I'm going to use a magnet saver inside this. So, got that ready to go. I also need my scoreboard. You don't have to do it this way. You can guess if you would like. But I'm going to line this up here on my scoreboard. And I'm going to score at 6. Because I want to fold it over. Right, to create a closure. So there's the sticker, and the magnet is inside there, and then the wax seal is on top of that. So I want to go ahead and get it creased burnished and all of that before we do the wax seal and the magnet. Okay. So now with my prototype, I didn't put a magnet, but I had wished I did. So then where's my prototype at? Here's my prototype. I didn't do a magnet, so you don't have to do a magnet. You know what I mean? So it could just be that, and that's fine too. But I want a magnet, so we're doing a magnet. All right, and I'm gonna ink this up just really quick. Okay, so the tricky part is that we can't put it together yet, but the part of this needs to be back here. And then the magnet needs to be inside here. So, the only way I've been able to figure out how to do this is hold it like this and only attach it to this flap, whichever flap's going to be on the inside, right? So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to add, oh wait a minute, I got it the wrong way. Do I have it the wrong way? No, I don't have it the wrong way. So then I'm going to add just a little dab of glue to hold that magnet saber in place. Okay. So then the next thing, let's just open this up. So this is going to be this way. And then I'm going to take my magnet and attach it there. Because it needs to be on the inside. I'm holding it up to the light so I can see if I got it. Yeah. Alright, so I know this looks weird, but this is the best way I can figure out how to do it. So don't do anything else. Don't mess with anything else until you put a piece of tape over top of that magnet. Okay, that magnet's not going anywhere. Now I need to melt my wax. Where did my little wax beads go? And I'm using a big stamp this time, so I'm going to use 3 of the beads that we have, that we made, our custom wax seal beads. And use 3 of those. I'm going to let that melt. And I need to change my battery real quick, so I'll be right back. Well, that didn't take too long. I have the candle so low that it's taking forever for the wax beads to melt. So, I got my battery changed. Super quick. My little thing out of here. And I don't have an insert for this just yet. Oh, I need to put this together. Ha 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 ha. Goodness. Alright, so I'm just going to run some glue this way. And I'm going to run some glue here. I can't put the wax seal on until I closed it up, you guys. I almost forgot. And then I'm going to close up this bottom. Probably should have used Fabri-Tac because it's going to show through, but that's okay. Oh, I'm glad I caught that before the wax was ready, because once the wax gets hot, it doesn't like to get too hot, if you know what I mean. Okay, so now this should be able to, yeah. And the wax seal that I'm using is, it says love on it, but you use whatever. We've used these many times. It came in the set, the rose and the love, and I think there's 5 others. But you use whichever one you want. And that's what I'm going to use though. That's what I used here. So, can you believe it's taking this long for the wax to melt? Look how pretty that is. Okay. Next time I need to swap out my candle before I do any wax melting on my pretty fairy lights. I need to adjust them a little bit, I think. Oh. Alright. Boy, I'll just jabber, 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 jabber. Pour that on there. The main goal here is I want to get that whole circle underneath it. I want to make sure it gets covered. And it should. I see no reason why it wouldn't. Okay, we're just gonna let that harden. Oh well, while that's hardening, I forgot there's one more thing. I don't have the embellishments for this yet, but do you remember when we made these little, we made the, where's it at? Well, oh, I can't wait to get that page put in there. When we did this, well, we had this other side left over. Well, those are gonna go here as little pockets. Now I don't have, again, I don't have the embellishments for this yet, but let's go ahead and attach it down so we don't forget. We can come back and do that in another video, the embellishments for that. Or we can just see what we have left and embellish it that way after we're done, you know, after we're done with the album. Okay. So, isn't that cute? So we're going to do that there. And this one is going to go here. So, I knew I was forgetting something. So that'll be a pocket. Oops. But anyway, we're going to let those dry before we mess with them any further. Alright, so this one, let's go ahead and just stick it here, because that's where it's going to go. And again, there's nothing in it. Right? And then let's see how this one, yep, all done. So therefore you don't see that silver disc under there. Ta-da! And then this one will go right here. That, I just think that looks so good. And we can embellish these, all of these things can be embellished further when we get, when we're almost done. That's when I like to go do the final embellishing, because you might need an element for something. But if you use it on, let's say, one of these faux glassine bags to make those prettier, then you're kind of like hiding it, or you've kind of wasted it, or you wish you hadn't have done it kind of thing. I guess you can never waste it, you know. But I like to do that type of embellishing, unless I've planned the whole entire album out. I like to do that type of embellishing last. So, because I want to put some of that faux washi tape on these and on the tags and things. So, anyway. Okay. So, we know for sure that I'm not even going to put a whole reinforcement in here yet, because I don't know what other tag is going to go here. And then, should we do this one? Kind of matches. These kind of match. Like that. And then back here, again, I don't have the other tag for that. And then that goes right there. Okay, that's all I got today. That's all we got going on. So yeah, we'll continue on in the next video. We may end up adding the pages to the 3rd fin and the 6th fin next. So I'll quit like messing with these keep getting caught on each other, and I'll put a stop to that. I guess I could too, just put a little dab of glue right there. But anyway, alright. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. So be sure to leave me a comment and let me know what you're thinking about this album. Be sure to give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel and all that jazz. And make sure you check out the description box. There's a lot of important information there. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.